Hello, it's Petrina from Heart to Heart Hypnotherapy and Energy Healing, and today we're going to be looking at the throat chakra. So it resides right in this space, and we're going to be teaching and learning a little bit about this one to see how it reacts in our world, how it will tell us what is happening in our bodies, and how we can look after balancing and aligning it. So we're going to talk a little bit about it, and then like the other videos, we're going to go into the yoga that'll help with this position, opening and releasing. And then we'll go into the guided meditation, okay, to help you even further along with your process. So stay with us right to the end. Hit the subscribe button below if you can, so that you can continue to hear and get these videos as they get processed and put up, help you balance all your chakras. Okay, thank you very much. All right. So the throat, blue. The chant is hum. The element is ether, so air, okay? The sense is hearing. It symbolizes communication, telepathy, speaking your truth, expression, and being heard. The deadly sin it is connected to is gluttony. The virtue it is connected to is temperance. The archangel is Michael, Archangel Michael, with his beautiful blue aura, his blue sword to release and cut anything that does not serve us and attach to us. He represents mercy, justice, courage, and strength. The location that this one happens to be located in, as we've taught in the other videos, every chakra has an energy location on the earth. This one is in Giza, Egypt, as well as in Mount Sinai. The sound frequency is 672. So again, you can look up on YouTube and get frequency sound into that space. The sound bowls work as well as the tuning fork, so you can tune and put it on the space, and that really helps bring those into alignment nice and fast. Okay. The age that this opens up is 29 to 35, which makes sense. This is the time in your life of where you're starting to ask for what you need, stand up for yourself a little bit more. By this point into age, you should know yourself a little better and start working with what you need. So that's by asking, by using your voice through love, not through anger, not speaking in anger or trying to manipulate people with that space, but using it by just standing in your authentic self and expecting to be respected, expecting to have what you need come about. When you're balanced, you're a good speaker, you live in the now, you express your needs, and you express your emotions. So there's not a fear of stepping into those and expressing your emotions and telling people, hey, I don't feel good today. I need you to back off a little bit. Stuff like that, right? Where you're actually standing up for yourself, okay? Okay, when it's unbalanced, you're unable to express your thoughts. You might be a little bit manipulative with your words. Talk excessively. I have friends that do that too. It's non-stop talking, and that means it's basically overactive. Okay, it's also kind of a sign of them protecting in a ways, is when you're overactive and talking. Okay, and some people talk not at all. They're very quiet and reserved because they have a fear of what people will think of them, so they just keep quiet. So neither of those are the best. Okay, so some of the physical symptoms, it's going to be all in this space. So it's going to be your thyroid, it could be lungs, jaw, like TMJ. Anywhere in this space is where you would receive your health problems. Shoulders, tightness in the neck and in the shoulders. That's all going to be with this. Okay. Things to balance: yoga, nature, singing, water, staring at the blue sky, and breath work. Breath work is amazing for opening up your body in general. The breathing. A lot of times we just don't breathe enough. Did you catch yourself doing that? I go, oh, I haven't taken a deep breath for a moment. Make awareness of that. That is your life force. So make awareness of your breathing and breathe in deeply. Fill those lungs up so they expand. Okay. The essential oils, blue chamomile, sage, lemongrass, and geranium. And the crystals, angelite, kyanite, sodalite, and lapis. So basically any kind of blue crystal. And again, when you get them, you're going to clear them either with sage, putting them in the sun or the moon. If they're polished ones, you can put them in water with a little bit of salt. And then after they're cleared, say for the next day, you take them, clear them, rinse them, hold them in your hand and put your intention on that you are going to help assist in releasing my throat chakra to balance it. And then like this, you can wear it around your neck. This is Larimar, that's one of my favorites. You can wear it around your neck. You can just have it close by in a pocket, in a purse. Just try and work with it. Like when you're meditating, lay down, you can put it on your throat. Okay? Crystals are amazing power. They are alive energy. They will absorb in whatever we ask them to do. They want to help us. Okay, so the frequency is very high in them. And then once you've allowed them to absorb, every week or so, just do a clearing on them and clean them off again of all the things that they've picked up off you and stored. It's always a good idea. Just put them out in the sunshine or the moon or whatever you do. Once a week, once every 2 weeks is good, especially if you're working with them a lot. Okay? The affirmation, I speak my true thoughts with clarity. And remembering that when you're speaking, allow it to process through the heart space. So take a moment, and when you're in, especially with relationships, instead of just going from the logic and the ego and just blurting out things that may harm others through this space, take it through the heart and process it first before you speak. It's very important to do because we can harm people with our words. Judgment, anger, all of those, we can harm people with those words. And we don't want to do that, right? We want to bring in a lot of love, light, and peace in our surrounding. Okay? So focusing on allowing the words first to come from your brain through to your heart and go, would I like to hear that myself? Would I feel comfortable hearing that myself? Is it a statement of authenticity and power that I'm going to say? Or is it just to make somebody feel less than me? Think about that for a moment and then bring it through the voice. You'll find your words will change as you evolve and you go into more spiritual work, healing and clearing, getting rid of your shadows. You're going to find that your words will change. Certain words are just not going to feel good to say anymore. Okay? Swear words, negative words, lower frequency words, they're just not going to vibe with you anymore. And you're just going to feel that those don't belong in my vocabulary. And you will shift and you will change. And if you watch the process, you may notice down the road about how differently you speak, how differently you interact with people. That's what spiritual work is about. It's not all about just ascending and going to 5D and everything. It's about creating the world around you. You're on Earth. Earth is about emotion, right? Earth is about expressing emotion in a positive way so that it releases and lets go of. Energy and motion, emotion. It's supposed to process, it's supposed to release from your body. So it releases from words, from speaking, from singing, screaming if you need to. It releases from a physical interaction like running, jumping. Anything that's got your heart rate up a little bit will help release energy, emotions as well. Okay, we always just store them in our body, and our body is getting heavy, tired, and sick because of that. So you really, really, really need to work on those chakras, okay? Especially particularly the heart and the throat. All right. So next we're going to be doing the yoga. That will help with the neck and the throat, the shoulders, opening up the chest space to allow it to open. And that's with Lindsay from Brainiac Wellness. And then we're going to go into the guided meditation. That'll help release the blocks that are in there, past lives, karma. And as well with the meditations, there is an energy that was given to me when I went to Peru that does come through the videos. Okay, so there is a healing energy from higher beings that does come through as a frequency through these videos. So you will notice it. It helps heal you much quicker. So I look forward to you staying around right till the end. And remember to subscribe so that you get the other videos as they start rolling out. Okay, thank you so much.
Now we're going to work on the throat chakra. We've got some poses to activate, strengthen, tone, and release the throat. We're going to start with Kundalini pose. So the Kundalini activation for the throat, this is a fun one. We have goalpost arms. The palms are going to face inward towards your face. You're going to look left and repeat the mantra Wahe while looking into the left palm. Then we're going to turn right and repeat the mantra Guru while staring into the right palm. Inhale left, Wahe, Guru. 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 And the next one is the Hatha. Hatha pose. We lay down on our back and we want to get our hips up over our shoulders, ideally, into a shoulder stance. So we can do this in several ways, but ideally supporting the body just to lift up from here or from here and roll up so that we get our hips above, at some degree above our shoulders, and we can support our hips with our hands to get up even higher onto the shoulders. And we want to have pressure. So the pressure is at the base of the neck, and it's releasing the muscles of the upper back and the neck and the shoulders. And you can take this into a full shoulder stand with the feet raised, stretching long to the sky, breathing long and deep. And you can also bring your feet to go over your head, as in plow pose. This is a really excellent one too. Whatever you feel comfortable with doing. Rolling down slowly out of the pose. And resetting. Shoulder stand. For more of a deeper release of the throat chakra, we're going to do heart melting pose, or puppy pose as they call it. So we're going to come into tabletop, and we're just going to bring our knees back a little more and our arms forward a little more, and we're just going to sink our heart down to touch the ground. Ideally the heart comes down. And you can either rest your forehead like this, or if you have the availability, then you can bring your chin down to the mat. And you want to be gentle coming out. Make sure you walk your knees forward, and then you can sit up. For the mudra and the mantra, that corresponds to the meditation for the throat, we're going to do a mudra where it's called a Venus lock, and we interlace our fingers, and then we are going to touch our thumbs together, similar to the sacral chakra meditation mudra, except for the Venus lock. And for this one, yeah, we should bring it up here to the neck. But if that's too uncomfortable and that's a lot to hold during a meditation, especially if you go for longer, over 11 minutes, then you can just rest this just near the solar plexus again, inhaling. And we're going to chant the mantra HAM, H-A-M. And these poses help you activate and awaken the throat chakra.
Bring yourself into a comfortable position, whether lying on the ground or sitting in a chair with your feet on the ground, hands up to receive. Making sure it's a time where you can have some peace and quiet just for yourself. If you're laying down, bring awareness to being comfortable, legs apart, shoulder width, hands up to receive. Taking a nice deep breath. Fill the belly and release. Again, a nice deep breath in and release through your mouth. Bringing awareness to your eyes, your jaw, opening and closing your mouth, and wiggle your jaw around a little bit to release. Down to your mouth, releasing all the muscles around your mouth, allowing your tongue to go to the roof of your mouth, just like in sleep. Down your neck to your shoulders, bringing awareness to your heart. Feeling and sensing the heart beating, being aware of how the energy feels in that space. And bring to your mind an image of a person or an animal that you love. Put a name to it and just allow that one image to stay in your mind as you breathe. Being aware of how the energy in the heart shifts and changes. And then bringing your awareness down to your stomach, down to your hips and your thighs, down to your knees and your shins, ankles all the way down to the heels of your feet. Being aware of any spaces that are tight or seconds. Just breathe into them. Ask them to relax. And then bring in awareness to the heels of your feet, the back of your calf muscles, the back of your knees, back of your thighs, and your hips. And then envisioning your spine all the way from the tailbone, all the way up. Taking your time, moving your way up, envisioning the vertebrae standing nice, straight on top of each other. All the way to the little bones in your neck. Then bringing awareness to the top of your head, to your crown. We're going to connect in with our highest self. So saying this with me in your mind, I ask for my crown chakra to be wide open today, to connect in with my highest self. I give permission for my highest self and my guides to clear and heal today energies in my throat chakra that need to be cleared. Whether this lifetime or another, parallel worlds, parallel universes, we ask for this all to be cleared today so that we may come into full alignment with our potential. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I give permission for my highest self and my guides to work with me today. And then bringing awareness to your third eye, middle of the forehead. We ask for that to also be opened to see the bigger picture behind our use of our words, our throat energy, speaking our truth. And bring your awareness back down again to your eyes, releasing them even deeper. Again down to the jaw, neck, shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, forearms all the way to your fingertips. Now I want you to bring your awareness all the way back to your throat chakra. And I want you to take a moment and feel and sense the energy in that space. Does it feel tight, plugged up, loose or open, whatever you're aware of? And then in your mind, I want you to bring awareness to yourself as a small child, anywhere from birth to 10, just seeing that child. Bring an image, and you can even bring yourself into that image with that child and hold its hand, or you can pick it up and hold it, letting it know you're there for support, that it's safe. Now we want to ask that child to show us images and memories, not going into the big story, just the images and memories, people, of any times it felt it was unable to express what it needed. Nobody listened to what that child needed. That child may have felt invisible at times and just kept silent. Or that child may have been a real chatterbox desperately seeking for somebody to listen. Times maybe that child had to keep secrets or lies. Just allow any of those images to come. Allow any of the emotions that come with those images to surface. Now that beautiful energy ball of blue that's floating above your throat space, it's going to vacuum out of the throat space, the ears, the energies of those times, feelings, and emotions. It's going to clear them all out for you, just like a vacuum. So visualize that sensation of energy, the clogged up feeling of the throat just being drawn into that tube. And we ask your guides and your higher self to release karma, contracts, vows, curses, hooks, and bonds from that moment in life. Clearing and release. Clear and release. Let go of the old story. Now moving ahead 10 to 20. Any memories, thoughts, emotions that arise to that time period of not being able to stand up and speak what we needed. Any times we may have had to keep secrets from others or asked to keep secrets and lies. Family, friends, school, any times we've heard things that have distressed us. Any times we were not allowed to say what we felt or needed. Feeling invisible. Any times we may have spoken anger, yelling, screaming to be heard. Allow those images and energies to surface. And again, noticing that energy bubble of blue right above your throat. Again, just like a vacuum, is going to surface, pull out anything out of that space. Your throat, maybe your lungs, your ears, pulling out any of those emotions and energies we've been carrying in that space. Allow it to be drawn in. Don't hold the story any longer. It does not serve you. And moving even further along from 20 to current. Any times I spoke in anger, told lies, held back what I wanted to say to keep the peace. Family, friends, work, teachers. I kept silent instead of saying and asking for what I require and need. For fear of judgment, for fear of love being taken from me. For fear if people knew the truth about me, they wouldn't like me. So I kept silent. Many times I would not allow my emotion to come through my voice, my throat to release. Many times I didn't want to hear the truth, or I heard words that hurt and harmed me. I allow those energies and those memories to surface. And then, like before, the energy bubble above your throat space again is turning on, ready to vacuum out of that space all of that energy, all of the past we do not need to carry any longer. And we ask the higher self to break karma, contracts, vows, curses, hooks, and bonds with anyone involved. We ask for any past lifetimes where we have been harmed, where we spoke our truth, where there was physical harm done to our throat space. We're standing in our power, speaking our truth, to be cleared and released from us, breaking the patterns, the beliefs, and the cycles. So it is, so it is, so it is. We ask the generational line of mother and father, ancestors that have held the belief and pattern of not standing in their truth, afraid of hearing the truth, afraid of speaking their truth. We stand as the warrior to clear and release patterns and beliefs from that lineage and those ancestors. We ask Archangel Michael to come in with his sword, cutting and releasing any energetic cords connecting to our throat space from people, times, and events wanting to drain us. Visualize that now. If you wish, you may even take your hand and brush away that space around your throat, back of your neck. I release any energies connecting to me that are not of my highest good. I ask the Creator and my higher self moving forward that I speak my truth with authenticity, that I speak through my heart space so it comes at a frequency of love and light. I do not need to manipulate others with anger through the voice, through loudness, through yelling, through shouting. I simply need to be authentic, not have a fear of what others will judge me or think about me. I allow those to be released and removed from me today. And just take a nice deep breath. Feel the energy in the throat space and allow it to release into that energy ball. Any last feelings in that space or in the ears or in the lungs, just allow that vacuum to draw it all the way up. And now you may continue just working and allowing the throat to release. Or now you may imagine Archangel Michael cutting the connection